Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day. In today's video we're going to be using the 2.5-inch square. We're going to be needing 6 of those per block. We're going to be needing some 2.5 by 4.5 light background, also known as potato chips, and we're going to need 10 of those per block. And then we're going to need the same size, so again 4.5 by 2.5 in the darker, and we need 8 of those. So to get started, what we're going to do, I'm just going to put these squares aside for now, and using these we're going to sew them together in pairs so that we have the lighters like this and the darkers like this. Pick whatever works from your stash, and you're going to need 5 that are the lighter background and 4 of the darker. So once you have those done, then I'll join you back here. Okay, so with these done, I'm now going to put the darker ones aside for now, and those will come back when we're doing our block construction. So using these lighter backgrounds, we need to take 6 2.5-inch squares, and we need to draw from corner to corner, and we're going to be doing these. I'm trying to do these all on the horizontal, so when we go to build the block, then we're not going to have any nesting issues. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a stitch and flip. So we're going to draw from here, and then this will end up being trimmed so it looks like that. And then on one of the blocks, we're going to actually do it twice from corner to corner so that you end up with 2 like this. So let me stitch this together and then I'll join you back here. Just going to show you quickly how I have these marked up. So I've done quarter to corner, and you'll see there's an extra line, and this is 1/2 inch spacing. And what I'm going to end up with is all these little bonus half square triangles. So I've got 4 that look like that. And then I have another one that looks like this. So I'll be stitching here, there, there, and there. I'm just curious what kind of marking tool you use. I use a sliver of soap on dark. I use pencils, and I also use the dreaded friction pen on the wrong side of the fabric. I've tried all sorts of different marking tools over the years. This one was white, but it's all dried out, so it doesn't work anymore. So I'm just curious which one works for you. If you could leave me a comment, I'd really love to hear back from you, because I'm always looking for new things to try out. So let me get stitching these, and then I'll join you back here. So I have these all stitched, and I gave them a good press, so that's just touching them with the iron to set the stitches. I did check to make sure that I'm happy with the coverage. And then I don't know if you can see the 2 stitching lines, but what I'm going to do is I'm putting the 1/4 inch on the line that goes corner to corner, and then I'm going to cut this like this, and then you have your half square triangle that could be used for another project, and then this one we will press open like that. If you didn't want to do the stitch and flip, you can do this with half square triangles that are 2.5 inches square, with the 2.5 inch square joined on the bottom, and then do it beside the 2.5 by 4.5. And for these sets, the darker sets, again, you can substitute these for 4.5 inch squares if you wanted to. So I'm going to get these all trimmed up, and then I'll join you here to show you how the block gets laid out. Now comes the fun part of assembling the block. So we're going to take the one that has the 2 half square triangle edges, and this is going to be our center. I'm doing this with a horizontal seam, and then we're going to take 2 of the darker ones, and we will join them like this with a 1/4 inch seam. And this, as I said, will be our center block. So let me do that, and I'll join you back here. So this is what our center row for the block looks like, and now we're going to put that aside and do the top and the bottom, which are identical in format. So you're going to take one of the lighter background with a half square triangle facing to the upper left hand corner. Then you'll take one of your darker blocks and pair it in the center. And you want to make sure that you have this on the horizontal, this on the vertical. And then you're going to take another of the lighter ones with the half square triangle and have it now facing in the upper right hand corner. So we'll be doing these with a 1/4 inch seam here and here. And as I said, we'll be doing 2 of these. So with these now done and these seams are pointed to the inside, we'll take one of these and we'll put it at the top. We'll turn one around and we'll put it at the bottom like this. So you're going to make sure that your darker points are all facing on the outside. And then you're going to take your center block and piece it in the center like this. So I'll do this. I'll show you what it looks like, and then we'll go over to the design wall and I'll show you the layout. So this is what it looks like with 4 joined together. So this now measures a panel of 24.5 inches unfinished. And if you see, this would be the center part of the block. And by laying them out so that they spiral, you get this neat secondary pattern. It almost looks like a larger flower. If you stick around, I'll show you some layout showing you if you step and repeat this into larger format, what it'll look like, and also if you want to do it in reverse. So using 20 blocks, and you would have 4 this way, 5 this way. This would measure 60 by 48. And as you add more blocks, and the bigger that it would get. This is all using the darker background that I showed you with the lighter in the center. If you did the opposite, this is what it would look like. So I'm interested to hear, this diagram is showing the same size, so 20 blocks. So I'd be interested to know which one you like better. This would be the color theme that I demonstrated, and this would be in the opposite way. You could actually mix them together as well. Let me know in your comments which one you like. And also don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and hype, which is a new feature on YouTube, and that really does help me out so that I can help create some more beautiful patterns for you. So until next time, sew safely and sew with Debee. Have a great day, and bye for now.